Hi there and welcome. I'm Kody from Percipient. We're a multi-award winning Sage Intacct partner and I'm here to give a detailed walkthrough of the key highlights of the Sage Intacct Release 3 2025. Now, this won't cover every single feature, but we've picked out the ones that are going to have real impact, the ones that will save time, tighten controls, and make life easier for your finance team. I'll show you exactly where to find it, how it works, why they matter, all in real time. So let's just get straight into it. We'll start with showing you where to find those release notes in Intacct, and then we'll get right into the details. So what we'll cover, we'll start with Sage Copilot, which is an AI-powered way to find answers in Intacct. Then we'll move into the enhanced lists and views, updates in the general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, and then cash management. I'll switch between slides and we'll jump into Intacct as well so you can see each feature as we go. I'd like to take the time to give you some context behind the AI and automation across Intacct and the areas that we're seeing this type of functionality developing. SageRoot is rapidly expanding its use of AI embedded automation in Intacct. We're seeing this so much more in every release. We're also seeing examples of how that functionality is growing in terms of with the market as well. So I just wanted to take that time to give that context here. In the Q3 2025 release, we have just seen the announcement of Sage Copilot Close Workspace. So when this releases, it will allow you to standardize your close process with repeatable and trackable workflows, which again, so useful for that audit traceability, having those processes built in. And we've also seen the announcement of the close automation, which is a suite of tools that will deliver smooth and faster close process, giving you that time back to be more strategic and reduce your manual processes. I'm mentioning this as we can see the direct investment in functionality throughout Intacct, and what it means for our customers is that you're always getting the latest technology that's coming out of Sage PLC Group. Next up, we'll get into the detail of Sage Copilot in this release for the quarter and really show you what you're getting back from Intacct. One of the new features is Sage's AI-powered help search. Sage Copilot uses semantic search so you can type questions in plain English without worrying about exact field names or menu paths. Say, for example, you are managing multiple entities and you need to know to handle a cross-entity reconciliation. You would just type how do bank accounts reconcile across entities, and Copilot finds that guidance and shows it in a number of formats. I will show you this in the demo environment so you can see how that works. So here we are in Sage Intacct. Just to mention before we get into the detail, to access the release notes, these are in the home page. You can read the release notes here. This features all of the release notes. So this isn't just for Q3, so you can go back historically and view what's changed. And then what we can also do is break into functional areas in the system. So whether it's your company and admin, your accounts payable, your accounts receivable. What we can also do is filter on the regional area. In my case, it's the United Kingdom, and that's how we're able to filter. There's also a search bar at the top if you just want to use any sort of buzzword or type in accounts payable, and that's how you can search throughout the release notes there. But back into Copilot, what we do, if we go to the top at the header, we can see help and support. And underneath here, because I've accepted and enrolled into early adopter, the search help. All we need to do is type a question and leave Intacct to troubleshoot that for you. What it will do is answer the question directly with recommendations of a solution or an action to take. Even in terms of this being early adopter, it saves so much time with any questions that you do have, because what it's doing at the bottom, as well as troubleshooting and answering the question in terms of what you've presented, it's providing links to articles and help sheets throughout the system. It just means that you're not traipsing through help files, Sage University, because it's already linked as soon as you type that question in. Really, really useful for saving time. So even though this isn't the full release of the product and it's not in general availability for everyone, if you choose to take part in the early adopter, It's just a really good way to get that time back, and that is Sage Copilot in the system. Next up, and again, this is important for everybody, the enhanced lists in Sage Intacct will become the default experience across the system. This is being rolled out in phases to customers, but if you did want to try it now, get ahead of the curve, let your teams get used to the user interface, you can turn it on by using the turn on enhanced list button at the top of any page, and you can switch that off under more actions if you need to. There are gains from using this functionality, so you can add, move and resize columns, freeze important columns so they stay visible when scrolling. You can also use advanced filters with and/or logic to narrow those results down. Any custom views, we can save those. And we can also open records in split view, so you can navigate the list and see details side by side. If I just go to Intacct to my accounts payable, for example, here at the top, you can actually see that I already have enhanced the list switched on. So we'll just navigate how that works. If I press turn off, we go back to the original version of Intacct, turn on the enhanced list, and this is what it will look like. What it allows you to do in the system, any bulk operation management, any high traffic lists like supplier invoices, the team can just create reusable tailored views that just saves that time every day. Again, this is a really good example that with even the latest release from this quarter, that the investment is also not just in what seems like really advanced technological forward thinking functionality like AI and automation, but actually the core functionality is consistently being updated, and it just gives the reassurance that no stone is left unturned when it comes to getting the best product out to customers. An example of this as well is a split view, so we'll just switch that round, and here you can see now I've got the list of AP purchase invoices, and I've also got the individual list at the top. A really useful piece of functionality that if you want to get ahead of the curve, you can just switch that on automatically for yourself. New functionality within the general ledger, there is a change that really helps speed up working within entity level. So in the journal transactions list in the general ledger, it now has an include top levels checkbox. By default, this is unchecked to make the page load faster. If you want to see group level journals whilst viewing an entity, all you need to do is tick that box. If you are already using the enhanced lists that I just showed you, you don't need to worry about this. Those automatically include those top level transactions anyway. But just to access it, all you need to do is go to your general ledger, into your journal entries, select the relevant journal, and then you just click into include top level transactions to see it all in one place. Next, we'll move into accounts payable and the ability to delegate invoice approvals, which is really, really useful functionality. Whether it's due to holidays, leave, any kind of absences, the AP purchase invoice approval delegation within Sage Intacct now ensures that any AP purchase invoices continue to move through the approval workflow without delay. What it does is it maintains that seamless purchase invoice approval workflow during the planned or whether it's unplanned absences of an approver. It eliminates any delays, the need for manual intervention in the approval process. It also allows delegation to both individuals and user groups, so you've got that flexible coverage. Really, it supports your compliance and accountability, all the audit trails, the delegation logs. How it works is an admin enables and selects the delegates in the AP purchase approval settings of the configure accounts payable. So if I just take you into AP and go to setup, what happens is once your approval workflows are enabled for your AP purchase invoices and you have those policies set up, may it be value and transaction, may it be the individual. Once you have that flow in place, once an approver is going to be out of office, the approver turns on delegation in their preferences. So bill payer is my account. And I'll scroll down, and here we can see this is where we manage that approval delegation. So any out of office periods, may it be time schedules, it's routed to that delegate for review, and then it automatically ends when the out of office period expires. After that point, any newly submitted AP purchase invoices are routed to the original approver. Next up, we'll move into accounts receivable. In accounts receivable, this is a major enhancement and it's how you can apply credits when receiving payments. Previously in Intacct, if you had multiple invoices and credits, you might have had to do some manual calculations, post a few transactions. Now you can apply credits to multiple invoices in a single payment. Let Intacct automatically distribute the credits across invoices using the waterfall method. You can also apply credits directly from the advances or the accounts receivable adjustments list and even receive a payment at the same time. And you can also apply credits that exceed one's value as long as you've selected multiple invoices. So say, for example, you had a customer who had £1,000 credit and they made a £200 payment for 3 invoices, so the whole total is 1,200. You just select all 3 invoices, choose apply credits, pick the relevant credit, and then Intacct automatically distributes it across the invoices. Post it once, and you're done. For advances, select multiple for the waterfall method, and then from the adjustments, you can just claim multiple and accrued credits in one go. You just select them, apply the credit, and it's being distributed automatically. What it does is save time across all of those areas by applying credits to multiple accounts receivable sales invoices in a single payment. So it just eliminates the need to post separate transactions for each AR sales invoice. Forgo the math and let Sage Intacct determine how to apply credits across multiple AR sales invoices. Stay efficient and easily make those changes and processes part of your internal process. Finally, we'll take a little look into cash management. Again, this is a really great piece of functionality that's come out. So in cash management, you can now improve your bank transaction matching with additional fields provided by the banks. So things like your payee ID, your name, your account address details, any categories or subcategories, even extended descriptions and bank reference numbers. So to use this, all you need to do is go into Intacct, which I will show you now. All we need to do is navigate to cash management, go to our setup tab, reconciliation rules, matching and creation rules or assignment rules if that's how you want to. And then when we go to edit or create a transaction, what we can actually see is when we add this list here, there will be so many more fields from the bank to use as a data source. It's a really great way if you want to have more granularity and accuracy within those bank transaction matching rules and just gives you more time back. In terms of the releases, there are so many more across the system. We have a lot of user interface across platform services. All of this can be accessed via the release notes, and any questions that you do have, please reach out to the team and we'll be happy to engage. Thanks very much for listening.